What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys having an absolutely fantastic kick butt day today so far. So guys, once again, we are back with another significant milestone achieved inside of Brawl Stars, and that is a rank 35 Bibi. Now, Bibi, of course, is incredibly solid inside of the meta. I feel like ever since she was released inside the game, she's really, really good. But when we're talking about grinding to 1,250 trophies, that is a different story. Now, the gameplay that we're going to be taking a look at in today's video is by the pro player Minwoong, who secured this accomplishment not too long ago in this season. The season that is just about to end in 19 hours. So it's a really, really cool accomplishment, guys. We don't necessarily get to see rank 35s that often, and now that we have that, it's stamped on our profile forever. So if you get a rank 35, you have it forever. Now, the world record set for Bibi is 1,301 by YDE, so we're only 50 trophies away from that, but still, it's an incredibly awesome accomplishment by Minwoong. So hope you guys are all excited for the gameplay. Let's get straight away into it. Here we go. Okay guys, so heading straight away into our very first match, and as you can see, we're playing in Brawl. And guys, Minwoong set us up really, really good, where we have multiple different game modes in today's video, so we can see Bibi in action on a lot of different comps. Now, I gotta tell you, I'm sure with his grind, he stuck to Siege for the majority of it. It is a really, really good game mode for Bibi. I feel like she's always gonna be good on that game mode unless they nerf her speed in some way, but I don't think she's going to. I think that's like a unique quality of Bibi that doesn't really need to be touched. It's just like damage if they really need to nerf her or anything like that. But as you can see, we're up against a Primo, a Tick, and a Carl. We have Patchy as well as My Leg on our team. Very, very good pro players inside the community. A Spike and a Bow, and the Gold Mecha Bow looking freaking beautiful on Patchy. So we're getting pressure here quite a lot, and we'll see if we can keep this going. And he sent us all really, really good matches, so it's high intensity matches. So here we go. Tick trying to use super and get some ground. Primo pushing in. Spike is able to control the Primo somewhat, which is a very difficult task as Primo as ball scorer. It takes a lot of skill to keep back that much health, especially if he's full health, kind of making his way around to your goal. So Primo with possession on the ball, kicking it up. Minwoong has to step back just a little bit. And guys, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. I have a hard time pronouncing his name, but I'm sure it's close. So here we go. Patchy getting fed the ball. He should or close to being scored. Minwoong able to take out the Primo. Carl's going to be able to take out our Bibi, though, afterwards. So here we go. Resetting 0-0. Okay, so basically, we're getting to that point where it's the next goal is going to be really, really good standing. When you're at 48 seconds left in the match, it can be really tricky, especially with like these control-based team comps. You got Spike, you got Tick, you got Bow. It's really, really good control-based team comps, but our team, Minwoong just says, nah, let me just walk it in. So here we go, pressuring the Primo, getting some really, really good damage on him with the one hit as well as the super. And a really cool thing about Bibi is that you get your super really, really quickly, so you can use it a little bit. You don't have to think about it as much. You can just use it right away, and it gets a lot more value from it when it's just bouncing all over the place. So you might hit another person if you weren't specifically aiming for them. So we're at countdown 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and this should secure our very first win, putting us at, I believe, close to 1,250. We're at 1,238. We're only going up 3 trophies, which is why 1,250 is such an insane accomplishment. So here we go, hop into the next match. Okay guys, heading into our next match, and we're on Siege this time, and it's a perfect example as to why you guys should be playing Bibi on Siege. Even if you don't have the speed increase, I find her to be incredibly good, even without her star power. The home run bat is such a useful tool inside the game that you get literally for free. You have knockback basically whenever you want, which is a crazy, crazy good skill inside the game. It helps in Showdown, helps in game modes like this, Siege, when you have to collect a bunch of bullets in order to win the matches. But as you can see, we have an 8-bit as well as a Barley on the team. We have a stacked team comp. We're playing with Jigsaw, fantastic player, as well as Olive Oil, literally the Barley god. So we're in really good hands in today's video, in this match at least. And we're up against a Primo, a Barley, as well as a Penny. Penny can be really good on this map with the Mortar. Mortar's in really good standing right now with the newest star power, the Flames that it provides, especially in game modes like Heist and Siege, being able to get that chip damage once you're locked onto the safe or the Ike. Any further damage that like a brawler can provide is really important. But as you can see, we are running things right now. We have 10 bolts. The very first bot was a tie. So basically, the next bot that is acquired should be game winning. Anything this big is pretty hard to defend, and we are rocking things. So we have first bot, 14 bolts, coming in strong, and with a comp like Barley, 8-bit, and Bibi, the attacking pressure on your team is absolutely insane. You could probably one push even with a level 1 bot fairly easily. So as you can see, getting the win with not that difficult. It didn't seem that difficult, so I like it. And as you can see in this, we are only 2 trophies away from the milestone, so let's keep this rolling. Okay, heading into our next match once again on Siege, and this is another perfect example as to why you want to be running Bibi inside of Siege. Best game mode by far. The speed, the amount of trophies you can get in such a short amount of time when you have a team comp that you can rely on, like Jigsaw as well as Olive Oil. So we're up against, once again, a Barley, a Primo this time, and that extra life on 8-bit. So freaking OP, especially in a game mode like Siege. Being able to keep your position in the mid while bolts are spawning in, freaking insane. So we got first bot. It's 2-1, 3-1. The bot is only level 2, but like I said before, with a team comp like this, it's fairly easy to get enough damage on the Ike, even with a level 2 or a level 1 bot pressure. So as you can see, we're going in very hard, and a victory within about 45 seconds, which is insane. The trophies that you can get are very fast. Let's head to the next match. Okay, hopping into our next match. This time we're playing inside of Gem Grab, which, you know what, Bibi can also be a really good brawler in Gem Grab. You need at least one brawler to be a really hyper aggressive aggro on some maps like this, so you can keep a lot of pressure away from your mid and your supportive brawler that are trying to hold things down in the middle, which, man, Bibi can do a really great job with the speed, the damage, the range from the bubble. It's absolutely insane. Now, another thing to keep in mind about this game is that this is for his trophy record. This is for 1,251 trophies. I believe 51. But getting that rank 35, so it's a big deal, and I don't even want to know what he's feeling right now. The amount of pressure that you have when you're trying to go for that one milestone, when you're going up 3 trophies and you're losing 12 if you eventually do lose. The amount of time it takes to get those back, man, it's 4 games. You gotta win 4 games, and you gotta wait through that matchmaking. It can take like an hour. So you can't lose when you're going for these milestones. Basically, you have to have like a 90% win rate or better. Anything less, and it's gonna take days to get this high. So we're up against a Bull, a Dinah, and a Crow. So not a super crazy good team comp, and I'm sure that's going through Minwoong's mind. When you're going up against a team comp like this, you don't really have a good gem carry, and Dynamite's pretty easy to go up against with Bibi. With the speed that you have, it's really easy to dodge the shots. Alec 26 going in on the Dinah, taking him out fairly easily. And we're rocking 8-bit mid, which is nutty. It's absolutely insane how much of a surge 8-bit has in this meta. He's so freaking good. So we have countdown on 2 of our brawlers, so we have to keep Minwoong as well as Jigsaw alive, and I'm sure Alex26 is thinking that right now, going in hard on the Bull and the Dinah, trying to keep the pressure away from our 2 guys while the countdown is winding down. And that is another victory, securing rank 35, a huge moment, getting that sucker. Oh my goodness, I'm sure he's through the moon. That'd be so much fun. I want to get rank 35 brawler. Let's up to the next one. Okay, so hopping into our next match, this time on Brawl Ball, and once again we are accompanied by a bow and a spike. This time the spike is not my leg, but we're still with Patchy, the gold mecha bow, still looking absolutely beautiful. Now, this game is a really good game, one of my favorite games that Minwoong sent me, just because it is a long game up against a really good team comp, up against really good players. We have a Mortis, an 8-bit, and a Poco that we're playing against. Poco, the pressure that he provides with screeching solo in Brawl Ball is crazy. Mortis is actually a really good ball scorer now, and 8-bit is just incredibly broken. So we have the cards stacked against us. They have the better team comp here. So we're trying to support and control as best we can. Our best ball scorer is definitely Bibi in this situation, just with the speed. And then you have the control with Spike and Bow. But man, the pressure, it's absolutely insane how fast 8-bit can take out brawlers. I mean, that was only 2 shots to our 8-bit or our Bibi there, and it packed a punch. He rips through Spike like it's nothing, Bo doesn't have that much crazy HP, so 8-Bit can really put a surge into a brawler like Bo as well. So right off the get-go, we have an early goal for the enemy team, which is something that you don't want. It's hard to kind of come back from an early goal because you have that in the back of your mind. You like, they're winning. You might make some questionable plays, trying to be a little bit more aggro at certain points and get you into tough spots. But with a team comp like this, with these experienced players, normally that doesn't come into play. But for a guy like your boy Ray, that happens quite a lot, where you're kind of put into a situation that you gotta make a play. So we have Mortis going down. We have a full team wipe. It's 2v1, but that brawl that we're going up against, the one is one and only 8-Bit. It can be really tricky, and we're pressuring hard. We really want to get this goal, but it has nothing for it. We weren't able to secure that goal with that pressure, which was probably our best opportunity. And then Patchy, I didn't even see what happened. Patchy scores the goal with 20 seconds left in the match. A very clutch goal. With I believe every teammate spawned in for the enemy team. He must have got a trick shot or did something a little cheeky. But Patchy's a fantastic player, so you gotta expect things like that. Oh my goodness, that was almost a goal from the Mortis as well. The home run bat really coming into play here, and a great bubble from Minwoong, able to take out the other two people. Spike kicks it up, supers it up. I wish we could see what's happening up there, but I don't think it's going to come into play. We have really good control once again with 8-Bit and Poco being able to get that really good damage against an entire team. And you know what? When it comes to the overtime game here, I feel like they have a little bit of an upper hand with the long range from 8-Bit and Poco, the pressure that he can provide. But we do still have some long range brawlers with Bo, but that doesn't matter. They managed to score the goal in the very end with a really good play. And I just wanted to show you guys this game because it is a fantastic game, and it shows you guys how hard it is to lose. Like, it hits hard. Minus 12 trophies. The amount of grinding it takes to get those 12 trophies back, basically like working with negative trophies, is really, really difficult. No one likes losing trophies and then knowing that your next 4 games are getting back to the point that you just were at. So very good game, very good game. Okay, so heading into our very last match of the video today, and once again, this is one of my favorite videos that Minwoong sent me because it is up against a fantastic team comp, a fantastic design team comp, as well as really good players. We have Beastnare, Elite, as well as Crying Man. Really, really stellar players, brawlers that I wouldn't necessarily want to go up against, that's for sure. Now, if we're taking a look at team comps, I would say it's pretty dang even. We have the same kind of strat. We have Penny, Tick, and Bibi. So we have kind of the same thing going for us. We have Bibi, 8-Bit, and Barley. So Lobber, your mid-range control-based brawler, and then your pressure aggro brawler in Bibi. I really don't think someone has like an advantage with team comp in this circumstance. Maybe the enemy team with Penny, because Penny is super, super good. But still, you have 8-Bit with that extra life in the middle that is really, really good. So here we go. Another thing that I do want to mention about this game is that we're at 1,248 trophies. We are 1 game away from our milestone, and since we already hit the milestone in today's video, I'm sure you guys can draw your conclusions as to how this is going to go in today's video. So the first bot that was secured was by the enemy team, and we're all getting wiped out. This is what happens when your team gets wiped out once, and then you're forced to try to get back in the lane with such a great control-based team comp with Tick, Penny, and Bibi. It's hard to get back in the lane as a team. Even if you do get back in the lane, most of the time, one of your brawlers is going to get taken out, and along that time, the enemy team is allowed to get the bolts and get them back. But I wanted to show you this video today just to kind of show you guys that pros do lose, and again, how hard it hits. We are 1 win away, and now we're 5 wins away. It feels so bad. Okay guys, so that is going to be the end of the video today. Once again, big congrats to Minwoong being able to secure the rank 35 BB. We don't have that many 35s in the game. Ever since it came out, it's been kind of a requested thing, or something that people have been going for in the pro community, trying to get that black obsidian rank on their profile because it doesn't leave once you get it. But still, there aren't that many in the game right now. I believe there's like a handful of them. Like, I would say 10 is pushing it. I think that's more towards the higher end. but having it is pretty dang prestigious, being a pro player. So big congrats to him. I knew the grind was definitely not easy, as you guys saw in that last game, losing trophies, getting really close, basically grabbing it, but getting set back for 5 more games can be devastating. So once again, big congrats. If you guys would like to check out all of his socials, I'll be leaving the links in the description down below. I believe he has a YouTube channel, so that'd be really cool. Support the pro players. It is always really important. But yeah, guys, hopefully you all enjoyed the video today. If you did, make sure to slap a like on it. Also, leave in the comments down below what brawler you want me to do next on these series. I like kind of covering really cool accomplishments, which we have so many in the game right now. But I would like to see what brawlers you guys are specifically geared towards. And I do want to throw in more tips in these videos, but man, the gameplay is so much freaking fun watching these guys play at the level that they do. But yeah, guys, also make sure to consider hitting that subscribe button down below, be a part of the fam. We would love to have you here. So that being said, everyone, make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.